Guys.
Hi, Sam.
Hi.
Hi, Sam.
Let's see. Suzanne is around. I wonder if she's going to join us again. We'll see. All right. Well, excuse me. We are live. So why don't we get started? Let's see, Paul. Now that you're first, plus you have audio. So why don't you go first, please?
Well, look, I've struck a bit of a problem, Patrick. When I've finished the changes for that refactor, the jobs sort of thing. But when I try and run the tests, all the aspect tests run, but I have trouble with the cucumber ones. Specifically, there's I'm getting an N+ query error, or a message from Bullet, which is interfering with the tests. That's one thing. Another thing is, I think being on Cloud 9, where you're trying to use two browsers doesn't work all that well, because Cloud 9 requires you to log in again when you start a new browser for that URL. So I haven't really been able to get much further because of these problems.
Yeah, so some of the Cucumber test scenarios do require up to 3 browsers, 3 different people.
Mm-hmm.
And the N+1 queries, we do have some of those in there that are being alerted by a gem called Bullet, but that is not supposed to be active during tests. Anyway, we can look at this afterwards if you're around, if you can wait.
I probably won't be able to wait around too long tonight, but maybe tomorrow night.
Yeah, we could plan on doing that, or whatever is good for you. We don't have to wait until this time to do this. Actually, we probably do, because this is as early as I can actually operate. But maybe after the Scrum tomorrow?
Yeah.
Okay. In the meantime, I'll pull your branch, your latest branch, and see if I can run it locally for myself. See if those problems go away. Outside of a Cloud 9 environment. As long as if you can just update your feature branch in GitHub.
Yeah.
And just let me know in Slack that you've done so.
Yeah, will do.
Okay, thanks.
Yeah.
Okay, good. We'll fix it. Hi, Tongwei. How's things with you?
Hi. So there's no update from my side about the story. Because I haven't started on the N+1 remove N+1 query yet. Yeah. So.
Okay, so the spike, we made some progress there. You're going to continue to look at that, and the N+1 query. You took a story having to do with doing away with an N+1 query, right? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good.
For the spike, I think we are going to research for the AWS.
Right. In fact, after the Scrum, let's talk to Sam a little bit about that, because he knows more about DRE than we do. Maybe there's something there we can look. Yep. Okay. Anything else, Tongwei?
No.
All right, great. Thanks. And Sam, how about yourself?
Hey, yeah. So we had the weekend, and I did the Bob Martin scrums, and on Saturday it was just Michael and myself. On Sunday we had Fred and Susanna, and a nice catch up. We were able to review the local support board, and then I was able to do Premium Plus pairing with Marion on website 1, and we're getting into object-oriented stuff and this new feature to support arbitrary plans, particularly because Armando has suggested that we might offer support to like support plans for charities and non-profits, similar to what we have for Premium. So yeah, so I got that. Marion started on that. I think she worked with Michael on it afterwards. This morning, I am basically trying to push out this new PayPal sponsorship thing. So basically, people can sponsor other individuals for. I've been talking about it. We've got somebody who wants to give the gift of Agile Ventures Premium, and who could give more? The gift of Agile Ventures Premium membership as a Christmas present to their co-workers. But they're saying they have to do it through PayPal. So this feature I've been all about trying to get PayPal to work. It is now working. I've got it deployed on the development server, but I've realized that the emails that go out are kind of going out to the person who's doing the sponsoring rather than to the person who's receiving the membership. So I'm kind of like, I better just fix that before we take this live. So I'm working on that now. I also noticed we haven't got a nice mail trap set up on the develop and staging servers, which we could also deal with. But yeah, that's my. I just really want to get that out today and be able to say to the person who requested it, here's this feature. Yes, please give the gift of Advertisers Premium to your coworkers because it's Christmas is coming. There we go. Yeah, I think that's me. Yep.
Okay, great. Thank you. All right. By the way, the charity support concept that you're talking about with Armando Fox, is that sustaining support? Or
yes, and in fact, I have a landing page for that. You can basically, in particular, Armando, because they do like in UC Berkeley, like 50 student projects a semester, and they then have not a little bit of 25, 30 charities who've had things built for them, and then the students go off, and the students, they'll go off and do different things, and the charity's like, oh, this is wow, but we need someone to maintain this, so the concept there is that they would pay a recurring fee in order to have their kind of app maintained on Heroku or wherever it happens to be. I'm just trying to bring up so we've done this landing page, which I can link here, and I can share my screen and show you. It's like here. Yeah. So basically we've got different levels. Well, the basic one is that we'll kind of give an hour's worth of support a week, and if stuff goes nuts on Heroku, we'll have a look at it and do simple things to fix it. But that's about it. It's for those nonprofits who've received something from an Agile Ventures team or from a UC Berkeley team or what have you, but where the nonprofit or the charity is not particularly technical and they don't want to get involved in looking at the Heroku servers or Dree servers, then we'll offer this basic sort of $25 a month or so, and then there's like other levels for if you need additional support or even for the development of new features. But so that's the landing page created with Armando's input, and so that's as soon as I've got this PayPal sponsorship thing. My hope, that's the other thing. This is what Michael, Marion, and I are working on together, is setting this up so that we can support as we come up with these new plan ideas. That we don't have to kind of completely re-engineer the system to allow people to buy those. So that's the generic support for whatever plans we come up with in the future. That's the feature, the next feature up.
Oh, okay. Thank you. Looks very interesting. So for myself, what have I done? I've had a pair programming session with Tong Wei, I think Friday, right after the Scrum, to look at her spike. I reviewed PRs for both the SHF project and Met Plus, and I delivered a PR for the Wiki EDU project, rather trivial one. But anyway, and a bunch of other stuff in terms of reading, etc. But that pretty much covers it for me, and I have no blockers. So that would be Scrum, I think. So follow-on topic is something that Tong Wei's been working on, which is the ability to download from our Cruncher a resume file in a format that's not PDF. So we have to convert. We want to show this inline to the user, either using the browser capabilities for PDF anyway, or maybe we have a gem that takes a PDF and pops up a modal dialog showing the PDF contents. But for doc and docx files, we need to convert those to PDF. We think that's the best way to show inline. And so Tong Wei's done some spikes, RA Spike, and she's looked at various technologies, and it looks like she's found a way to do it, but we have to have on the client's PC, we have to have either LibreOffice or OpenOffice, either one of those, which is not going to happen, of course, with a lot of our user base. So we're looking for cloud-side, server-side solutions. On Heroku, there seems to be a service we can call to convert a doc or docx to PDF on Heroku and then have it served out. But since we probably won't be hosting on Heroku, we'll probably be hosting on Dree. I was talking to Tong Wei, and of course, Dree is on AWS. So when Tong Wei gets more time, she's going to be looking at AWS, see if there's a service in the cloud that would do that for us. And then we have to make sure that Dree would allow us to actually access that service in AWS.
Right.
Anyway, I didn't know if you were aware of any such thing, or other than that, I just wanted you to be aware of what we're thinking about there. We'll probably come back at some point and say, hey, can you ask Dree about this?
Yeah, and I think Dree, their model is that yes, you do access out to other services in as much, for example, like they're even closer to the metal than Heroku. And Heroku has the databases rolled in, but so on Dree, you get a third party to provide the database. So it's all doable. I imagine that they, unlike Heroku, where you'll be getting sort of plugins or maybe recommended things or what have you, they'll be Dree. The expectation is that you do reach out to third-party services in order to get anything that you need.
Okay. Yeah, Heroku does have a plugin for that, so we'll have to look at that. It comes down to cost then.
Sure.
I know Tongway's found a lot of services out there that will do that, but cost money, so we'll have to look at that. Okay, that's good. Good to hear. Anything else? Tongway, any other comments or questions on that one?
So how that means I have to go for AWS and look for whatever service available from them.
Well, since Dree doesn't have a plugin directly for this capability, like Heroku says, you actually have, if we go through an external service, it doesn't have to be hosted on AWS. It's just an API, as far as we're concerned. It could be hosted on AWS or not. It doesn't matter. There's no advantages in Dree that where we could use a plugin for this as Heroku has. That's the key thing we're finding out, right? So we're back to one of the options being using an external service, an external API, and paying for that. So the search continues. Yeah. All right, great. Let's see. Anything else? Anybody else have anything?
No.
Okay. So Paul, we'll connect up tomorrow morning after the Scrum.
Yeah.
Hopefully. Yeah. And by the way, I don't think we need to connect up now. You're in business and moving along. Unless it's something we need to talk about.
Okay.
I think we're okay. Yep. All right.
Yeah. Okay.
All right. Sam, any last closing thoughts or before we
No, just I'm planning to be running scrums all this week. Friday, I think I'll be off. I'm not sure if I will be in any scrums on the Friday, and then the following week is all up in the air. But certainly this week, Monday through Thursday, I should be around with the usual scrums. I've taken a pause on the blogging for this week to just try and get these pre-Christmas features out. But I'll be around on Slack, so if you need me.
Sounds good. All right. All right. Thanks, everybody.
Okay.
Have a good day, evening.
Thank you.
Talk tomorrow.
Bye for
Thank
now.
you.
Okay. Bye for now.
Bye.